Prosisyrina. Prosisyrina is an extinct genus of lacewing in the neuropteran family Sisyridae. The genus contains two described species, Prosisyrina sphinga and Prosisyrina sukachevae. Prosisyrina is known from a group of late Cretaceous fossils which were found in Asia. History and classification. The two extinct species of Prosisyrina have been identified from adults that are preserved as inclusions in Tama amber. The fossils of both species were collected in a 2012 expedition to the Tama Peninsula. The ambers of the peninsula occur in the upper levels of the Quetta Formation, which is exposed in a number of locations in the Tama region. Age estimates of the Quetta Formation are between the Coniacian and Santonian, and the ambers are found consistently in the uppermost units, giving a Santonian age range for the inclusions. The Prosisyrina adults were collected from the Yantardak locality, which is approximately 3 km 1.9 mi upstream from the confluence of the Maymega River with the Quetta River on the bank of the Maymega. Based on the flora and fauna of the Ledionea and Mutino formations, which surround the Quetta Formation, the paleoforest likely has a humid and warm temperate climate with the teas growing along river banks. While the resin-producing trees have not been identified, the resins were likely dropped into the river systems and buried quickly in deltaic sediments. At the time of the description, the holotype specimens of both species, number PIN 3311/2145 and PIN 3311/2525 plus an additional specimen were preserved in the A.A. Borisiak Paleontological Institute collections, part of the fossils were first described by the European paleoentomologists Evgeny Perkovsky and Vladimir Makarkin. In the type description, Perkovsky and Makarkin named the genus Prosisyrina and the type species Prosisyrina sukachevae, with the genus name derived from the modern genus name Sisyridae and the Greek prefix pro meaning before. The combination was chosen in allusion to the similarity between the two genera. The specific epithet sukachevae was coined as a matronym honoring the amber researcher Irina D. Sukacheva, who has studied Tama amber. The second species of Prosisyrina was studied and described by Makarkin and Perkovsky in a 2016 paper. The second species was named sphinga, based on the Latin word for sphinx, as an allusion to the problem placing the species in a genus. Description. In Prosisyrina, the maxillary palps have a distinct spindle shape that narrows at the palps base, while in species of Paleosisyra, and Sisyridae the palps widen towards the base. The hindwings have a unique character suite including a uniform midsection of the costal space, which is only also seen in Paleosisyra. In the other genera, the costal space midpoint has a distinct narrowing. P. sukachevae. The only specimen described of P. sukachevae is of a very partial adult. The nearly complete to complete parts include the labial and maxillary palpus, one hindwing, the mid-legs, right foreleg and right hind leg. 7 segments of the left antennae and a fragment of a forewing are also present. The head was preserved only as a cast in the amber, allowing for little detail to be seen. The hindwing has an estimated length of 2.5 mm 0.98 in and at its widest is about 1.1 mm 0.43 in. There are a series of trichosser setae preserved along the entire margin, with the basal section of the costal region. P. sphinga, P. sphinga. P. sphinga, sphinga. As with the P. sukachevae holotype, the only fossil of P. sphinga described is notably incomplete. The forewings, upper surfaces of the thorax and head are all exposed on the amber surface, leaving only poor details as impressions. Portions of the hindwings and the antennae are preserved in the amber but badly preserved or obscured, and the legs are fully intact. The labial palps are missing but the maxillary palps are partially preserved. The fossil shows a grouping of 9 gonococcytes on the underside of the abdomen indicating it was a male. and the tip has a pair of large setae. Based on the structure of the maxillary palps, the species was placed with reservation in Prosisyrina. The holotype of P. sukachevae is missing the rear segments of the abdomen, so it is possible P. sphinga may belong to a separate genus. The vein structure of the hindwing is different in the placement of one of the RP vein branches, with one of the branches originating on the apical side of the Tour RP vein branch, while all of the branches split on the basal side in P. sukachevae. References ==